battles. Welcome back to Black Ice. Is it part 17? We're in May 1941, and this episode will be called The Battle for Crete, but it will also be an overview of pre-Barbarossa, the invasion of the Soviet Union, I suppose. So finally Italy did something fairly interesting, although not quite. I don't know how smart it was, but it's kind of realistic and historical. So first we had a battle here in this sea zone, the Eastern Mediterranean Sea. They sent in their 6 battleships, I believe, but they were countered by... well, these are not forces that were in the battle itself, because it was the full British Navy versus the full Italian Navy. I don't think the carriers were in here though. Only the 8 or so British battleships. And the Italians were lucky in a way that they only lost a heavy cruiser and 2 light cruisers and a single destroyer. I managed to send some naval bombers in there, but obviously there's not a lot I can do to support Italians here. And now after that they sent in 4 infantry divisions to land on Crete here, and it's not going well. It's all red, and there are 4 defending Greek divisions versus 4 attacking Italian ones, so I think he'll lose. I am unleashing my least trained marine division here, although I am lacking the naval supremacy, I'm gonna call it, but it's called naval dominance now. And I don't have any ships to send in here. My navy is pathetic. I have a single submarine in the Atlantic. It's horrible. And I only have 6 coastal submarines in the Mediterranean. So the UK, by this time, if you only build and focus on submarines and no surface raiding navy as the Germans, you could almost have wiped the entire British merchant marine. This time, obviously, these 4 heavy cruisers that I'm building, they've cost me the Battle of Atlantic for sure, and they're not even on the map yet. A horrible strategic decision, but you know, it gives Britain a bit of a breather in this war, in this game and playthrough. And what isn't that great is that there is a battle going on here now, isn't there? Yeah, here. No, this is another one. Okay, my 3 coastal submarines. Okay, I guess I missed this battle. 4 British battleships are raiding around Malta and the island of Pantelleria and Sicily here. And kind of a heavy battle. Okay, the Italian battleships, all 6 of them showed up versus 4 British battleships. And I had naval bombers here. And my naval bombers seem to be quite efficient, to be honest. But I do feel that the Italian Navy is usually suicided by this stage already in previous versions of Black Ice. And now it feels like the naval battles are a bit more equal, or the Italians don't behave quite as stupidly. But there was a battle here just a second ago. I thought I paused. Alright, but I saw the 4 British carriers with the 3 British battle cruisers were out here just a second ago. But I guess that battle ended right when I started. And there's no battle result here. But I believe the Italians bit off more than they can chew. I know they did a mistake invading Malta. Sorry, Crete here. I could send in paratroopers, but I kind of want to see what's going on, especially this battle here in Argios, where the port is on the northern coast. I'm not really interested in capturing Heraklion with the naval base level 3 on the southern coast, because that means I have to send my supply and my invading forces into the Eastern Mediterranean. It's enough trying to pass the, what's the name of this sea zone? Aegean, the Aegean Sea. So I'm looking to capture Argos. It's a level 1 port. Therefore, if this battle against the 1st Greek Mountaineer Division, unfortunately this seems to be a rather good division. You see the stats here. There's no way the Italian division is going to win this. I think it's kind of suicide to support this invasion, to be honest. And Malta is the same. I haven't been able to do much against Malta. I only have a Fallschirmjäger regiment ready to drop on Malta in case I know for certain it's empty. I don't have any invading troops here. And my 5 French tank equipped light tank divisions in the desert hasn't been able to do something. When it looks like this, the British, they have, I can see 23 divisions here versus how many Italian? I mean, maybe 20 Italian divisions or something like that. It's just a stalemate. And an exploited way to getting the front to move is to tell the Italians to leave Africa altogether. They will start to ship home divisions to Italy, and you do that by changing the counter defense setting and disabling Africa here. I haven't done it this war because these 5 divisions, that's gonna leave me alone with 5 divisions to fight all these Brits, and that could actually potentially be in a dangerous situation. And the Italians are defending in this semi-pocket here, and they're bleeding equipment like crazy and manpower as well. Italian AI is very incompetent in the desert in my mind. Whereas the Brits, look at their supply situation. They're doing quite fine sitting here in the southern deep desert, just defending against this. And the Italians are even providing even more attrition for themselves by attacking needlessly. Right, so the Libyan or Egyptian campaign is going badly for the Italians. The invasion of Crete is going badly for the Italians. They lost their first major battle, but it was only 1 heavy cruiser. So all in all, the Mediterranean warfare is, it's okay-ish. I left. I'm not gonna jump around with my fighters in the desert, where the Italians just gonna overstack the air. But as soon as you balance out and you're not overstacked, the Italian AI immediately sends all its airplanes to your stack so that it's overstacked and you get lower efficiency. So I'm gonna leave the Italians here now alone with he's got around 1,000 semi-modern fighters in his pool, and it's gonna be a while before the British have killed them all. Italy has 1.6 million men in the field, around 600,000 recruits or manpower available. So I sent them a bunch of World War I vintage equipment from France, etc. And they're looking fairly good with the logistics, the French here. Nothing, I mean, after I reinforced them with stuff, they're lacking 1,000 garrisons. Not gonna give them that until I know I can garrison Russia myself. I don't think I have enough for Russia. That just swallows a huge bunch of garrisons, and I'm not sure I'm ready for it. So I moved up my air wings to Russia now. But I did send down, again, a couple of elite bomber divisions to Greece to help with this invasion. Even though I think it's gonna fail, I'm gonna support my Italian ally here. Other than that, I've been able to scrunch together a bit of army experience and kind of upgraded mostly army division template blueprints, so that I have self-propelled anti-air. I put them on my semi-motorized divisions, which is like a 6.0 speed-ish division. And I'm gonna use these guys as my semi-fast troops up on the northern front in the forests of Belarus and Novgorod sector, or like northern front sector. I'm using all my Panzer 41 division. Oh wait, did I make? Where's the, okay. I did kind of improve my main. I have mechanized headquarters on them now. I'm keeping the motorized instead of going to mechanized logistical detachment because that actually gives you less fuel capacity. It's a bit better fighting capacity. And I gave the semi-motorized. They have the Panzer I, Sturmpanzer, whatever. What is it called? Light self-propelled artillery. So I'm squeezing up the soft attack a bit here, and they have the. They even have an armament, and they're starting to look rather nice with a 116 breakthrough, 140 soft attack. The thing is they're only 6 speed, right? But they're gonna be my cheap, sucky panzer divisions in the north. I'm down to 43,000 manpower. I'm fielding 80 German divisions. I'm starting to feed out medium anti-tank guns to some of my infantry divisions. Let's see if we can find... Here they are. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 armies with 16 infantry divisions each. Oh, but I do have 10 kind of city fighting heavy artillery division. This is my Pioneer of Thailand Corps, whatever. I'm keeping the 1936 template because it contains the heavy artillery and some medium artillery. I haven't had army experience yet to do anything substantial with this division template, so it's not a great city assaulting template, but it's a tiny bit better than sending in regular infantry into towns with Lindemann, the urban specialist here. So I deployed them next to Brest-Litovsk here, and that's the first mission to capture that. Maybe I should have half of them up at Kaunas, which probably is the second town that I need. Okay, usually you can just walk into Kaunas. I haven't really... Oh, look, there's a lot of Soviet tank divisions on the front lines. That's uncommon. That's not something... Oh my god, there's so many Soviet tank divisions on the front here. Oh my god. It's all tanks. It's all light... You know what? I think maybe... TK... KD... KD, isn't that an infantry? I think maybe they mixed up the icon on the division. I don't think these are all tank divisions. This must be a mistake. Talk about the Soviet Union. Maybe I should talk a bit more about Soviet Union. I did send in more or less all my spies into Russia or the Soviet Union to spy on them and build up a bit of spy network that gives I think, let me see, this guy gives... It gives intel network strength. Okay, so this gives invasion penalty is decreased, reconnaissance is increased, planning speed is increased, river crossing penalty is decreased, local operation effect is increased. I don't know, that is probably spy operations, right? And the Soviet Union have a decreased entrenchment factor and decreased max planning factor. So not that useful. I was thinking, I really thought that maybe the reconnaissance increase makes it so that I see more, you know, I can see how many battalions they have here. I really do feel that when we start fighting, having spies and built up spy networks will help you with your army intelligence and will help you fight in the invasion. I might be mistaken. Correct me in the comments if I am, but I really do think that helps. Right, maybe I should talk a bit about... I really focused a lot on building up my fuel production And I kind of managed to go up halfway. I asked all my allies for lend-lease of fuel because they're sitting on huge stockpiles of fuel. I don't think any of them gave me any. They agreed to do the lend-lease, but the lend-lease amount is 0. The Spanish sent 3 divisions. But where are they? Where the hell did I place those guys? I can't remember. Maybe they removed them again. I did a Gross Deutschland event. But right now, Gross Deutschland is like a super small regiment. And I paid 10 PP for that. I always regret investing. Should we invest another 10? I guess if we come this far, we might as well do it. I'm now increasing 3 political power daily, and I have done most of my stuff. All my advisors. Alright, I probably should... Okay. Fairly certain that I have a few Mayos that need upgrading. Yep, for example, Henschel here. But I think I decided to wait with and maybe give them improved heavy tanks with the... Oh, I'm waffling. I'm babbling here. I did not reinforce anything up in Norway. I don't think the Soviets ever gonna reach Narvik up here. If they do, I send reinforcements. I would like to prepare an invasion of Leningrad, but I can only do 1 invasion right now, and I think I'm gonna keep it for now. I'm gonna keep it to, versus Crete. You used to be able to do 2 invasions. Now you can only do 1, as far if I'm correct. And I did activate this naval invasion. So in case this Italian navy here on Rhodes sallies out in and patrols this area here, Aegean Sea, maybe I will launch my invasion on Agios. I am even considering building a couple of naval dockyards to get a bit more submarine production going. Because have you ever seen a Germany with 7 submarines? That's it. Well, I guess I'm training a handful as well here. All right, and they're a bit better, so maybe they don't die as easily. Yeah, you know, I feel the British anti-submarine warfare is stronger than it usually is, or it's just me not producing as many submarines as I usually do. I think we can start the time a little bit here and see what happens. I don't know how this is possible, but if they could land in Heraklion, that would be excellent. I don't see any air support yet. I guess my bombers... There we go. Here's the regiment. I'm losing more manpower. How? Okay. How am I gonna handle the manpower shortage here? Yeah, that's it. Now we have a skill 19 regiment here. It's a bit larger. This is probably not worth it at all. We can't upgrade that? Oh, you can motorize it. Shit, it's so expensive. Why am I doing this? I'm so stupid. I guess long term, you do get enough PP to do everything you want. Okay, now they're up to 4 battalions. All right, it's a pretty shitty headquarters setup here, but I do enjoy that 19 experience. It's a bit of a LARPing role-playing here. Can you do it one more step? Yeah, you can do it. Expand support units. That is 40. Well, you have to have your vanity projects going when you're dictator of Germany in 1941, right? change the artillery to motorized artillery. Okay, so that probably doesn't speed up. Yeah, it is. Okay, so okay, it's only 1 regiment. Oh, that's so annoying. And that's it. Now you can't upgrade more. Alright, so what do we do with this? Oh, I need to fill it with equipment. You know what we could do? Did we get a... yeah, we got the... We should probably do this. Like, we should probably give them only... the best equipment, right? I kind of don't want to give them foreign uniforms. What the hell? Why am I doing this? Yeah, we have the machine gun MG42 going now. I want... Oh, I haven't. Oh. I guess it's gonna be a while before... oh. They have heavy artillery? That's stupid. Well, considering how small the unit is, it's very fast. It's a very fast regiment for exploitation, and it's got decent defense and stat. It's almost like an infantry division, but it's super fast, even though it's small and squishy, of course. But I don't have that many small fast exploitation units, so I'm just gonna put him in the OKV reserve here and move him up to lodge. My OKV reserve is all the Czechoslovakian divisions, so it's not a lot. But my army now is 2.3 million men. How many tanks do I got in the field? 2.4 thousand medium tanks. Yeah, that makes sense. 200 per 12 divisions, right? It's not a lot. I just it's gonna be enough. All right, I have mostly. I should probably... This is what we're gonna do here. We're gonna upgrade this to a medium tank division, and I have to train it, unfortunately. I have 700 light tanks, but it's mostly crappy old tanks. I think I'd rather convert the German ones and use them in Africa, the bad French ones. So, well, we're just gonna see what happens in Russia. I don't have a specific plan, to be honest. I'm use all my panzers in the south, and then just rush for Kiev. More naval so this icon here is new to me. I haven't seen this before. It's very convenient that you can go to the naval combats. I wonder if it's a Götterdämmerung update, the DLC I purchased when I started playing this campaign. But I love it. I love it, because otherwise I tend to miss. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, these are small battles. I can show you the Italian Navy. It's looking very good, actually. Here is the Navy. So they have 6 battleships, 104 destroyers, 7 heavy cruisers, 13 light. They lost all the submarines. They don't have a lot of small... but 104 destroyers? That is cool. I like it. As I said, I'm used to the Italian Navy being gone by now. not much to discuss when it comes to these decisions. Excuse me. Obviously, we're gonna have national holidays. Our stability isn't quite at 100% yet. Although, you see, we have war propaganda and Unite People going, so we're increasing by 2% weekly stability. So that's very nice. Obviously, I want to produce more tanks, but I don't have enough engine production. I've upgraded the rail line going from Krakow up to the through Krakow up to the Soviet border at Lviv. But I haven't upgraded a lot of railways. I haven't felt that I could afford it with all the rubber and fuel that I need. I guess I'm getting a little bit of manpower from the Rhineland. With 37 manpower, I think I need manpower more than I need military factories. So I'm gonna move these up. They should give me, I don't know, 10,000 manpower each. But these 37, they're gonna go fast. I don't know what to do. I probably need to disband. Maybe I can, if I disband these on board garrison units. It's gonna give me a bit of manpower, isn't it? No. What else is new? Bosnia is created. What's it called? State of Croatia, and they always start with 3 pretty bad infantry Okay, that's a very, very bad infantry template. But they do have a lot of manpower. I think 160,000? Nope. No, that's deployed. 35,000 is deployed. Oh, they have 180,000 available manpower. So I fed them quite a lot of equipment. Okay, they're still missing field uniforms. They have the rifles. Apparently I didn't give them enough. And they are getting all the Greek, all the Yugoslavian equipment. I guess I'll have to give them some old French World War I vintage uniforms, because that's what I usually do if I can find them. You know, I wish they had a sorting, like you could sort up here categories, or you know, at least some. This menu is just a mess. So we're gonna give them 10,000 French uniforms, and they are gonna be kept. Oh. Okay. I think I gave them all the Luxembourg equipment as well, just for fun. Yeah, maybe that's not the most important thing. So I could invite colonies of Vichy France to the faction. Okay, where are the colonies of Vichy France? Here are colonies of Vichy France. Are they somewhere else as well? Or is it only this little piece of... Okay, Iraq is at war with the British right now, but you really can't tell from the North African desert. You know, some playthroughs I noticed that forces disappear, but that's probably when I have eliminated. I haven't eliminated a single division in North Africa, so I've given the Brits very much a break this campaign. Hopefully that will tell in Russia that I'm stronger in Russia. So Iraq is on my side, and I guess I could get this little rump of Africa on my side. I don't know if I should do that. I lost 2 submarines in this sea zone here. So I only have 1 submarine left. Yeah. So our Atlantic submarine raiders, U-boat raiders, 1 submarine. Okay. There is so much to do that I'll show you my research, I guess. Fuel refining, better. I already have like 2,000 half tracks that I built, but I haven't had the army experience to put them into actual divisions. I'm thinking, you know, maybe I'll save them till 1942 and make mechanized tank divisions then. Or this Panzer III chassis, I guess I'm doing it to build better Stugs with 105mm support artillery. Better submarines. That's great when you have 7 submarines. Well, I'll build more submarines in the future, right? I always just improve my fighters. Logistics in 3 days, that's excellent. Strategic redeployment, that's gonna help me on the Eastern Front. Combat unit destruction. Its doctrines have had a priority. As you can see here, advanced oil plants in 3 months. This is gonna be nice. And I went with improved garrison. They are cheaper, and I'm gonna need a shit ton in Russia. I think, how many garrisons do I have? I only have 17,000. I don't think that's gonna be enough. I think there's a new feature as well. I found this button here which says show countries that you're collaborating with us, right? That's the French with 26% and the Polish with 36. So that's an easy way to see how you manage with your pre-war collaboration spy operations. This is not very successful at all, but I was going to show you this one. Subjects, shared garrison, equipment. Isn't this new? I don't know. Okay, we have 13,600 garrison equipment available to share with our subjects, but I had 17,000 in the stockpile. Oh, we reserved 4,000 for our own need. That's cool. All right. And then Croatia is responsible for occupying 7 states in Yugoslavia. Okay, I guess it's their own territory, or is it the great territory down here by Belgrade? I don't know. And you can set 25%. They don't have any garrison equipment in stock. They want to have 232, which is not a lot, and the buffer is 25%. I put it on high priority, and oh, this is how many they want to keep in stock. All right, but why aren't I transferring my own garrisons to? They should have 710 in their stockpiles if I'm giving it to them, right? I am sharing, and I do have. Oh, this. Oh, as long as we have more than this much equipment in stock compared to our garrison. Let me think. What does that mean? We will only send help if we have more than 25% compared to our garrisons. Well, how many garrisons do we have? These are the states. Then we have to go into here, right? And maybe here, or maybe here. That's the garrison log. I'd rather have, this is the one. Okay, so we are now, to occupy all of Western Europe, German, we are only utilizing 10,000 garrison and 148,000 men. You can decrease this by using other garrison templates. For example, I could use armored cars. It's more expensive in IC, but it costs less in manpower. But then I would have to build a division with only 1 battalion of armored cars or light tanks. Oh, I could use the French crappy light tanks for this. Right, so I feel that the 17,000 we have stored, saved up, is very much more than 25% of 10,000. So we should definitely be giving away to Croatia. So I guess I found an interesting game feature, but I don't understand how it works properly. If I had army experience, I could mess around and utilize other division templates for garrisons to get a bit of manpower available, because 148,000 garrisons, I guess it's not that much, but it's more than I have. It's more than I have. So we are gonna run out of manpower. That is a problem. Yeah, I have checked around Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary. I've set them all to only defend Europe. I don't know where Europe ends. I do believe it's at the Urals. I think they are going to invade Russia with me without me having to activate Asia here. I've set so that, okay, they will. I don't even want them to defend Germany. Yes, I do want them to go into German territory in Russia, don't I? Yeah, I do. So that they defend on the Eastern Front. You kind of have to mess around with these settings to push the AI. Okay, I locked it, but I do want them to defend German territory. Okay, so I guess I messed up. Yeah, same here. I wanted to defend German territory on the Eastern Front. Okay. Well, sometimes you want to remove them for supply issues. But that's something, if you play on the Eastern Front, you need to micromanage your Axis miners where you want them to send them. Yeah, it's giving a headache to talk about it. But I've had quite a lot of fun, kind of, even though it's not going great in the Mediterranean, to be honest. I always enjoy this mid-wars period where you have a lot of time to micromanage tactics and production and designs and setup. Then when you start the micro war on the Eastern Front with the air and the ground forces, it kind of gets a little bit overwhelming. And yeah, there it is. So now you know. The Battle of Crete is not going well for the Italians, but the preparations for Barbarossa, they're fine. They're fine. We have our 5,000 air force. That's a large air force with 3,000 fighters ready to strike at the Soviets. That's gonna help us a lot. So with that, if you have any questions or comments, let me know, and I'll answer it. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.